I'm seeing a lot of these videos pop up about Mexican people not wanting Maga to visit their country, especially their vacation spots like Cancun and Cabo. Let's listen to this gentleman's message to Maga to stay out of his country.
Are you a Maga follower? Please do not come to Mexico. Do not come to Cancun. Do not come to Puerto Vallarta or Acapulco. Stay in the United States. Eat your Taco Bells.
Maga, why do you want to go to a country where the people don't want you? I had a similar experience like this in Cancun, Mexico. I was basically just sitting in the pool, minding my own business, and what do I see? Some stupid lady wearing a MAGA hat in Cancun. Of course, the only thing that came to my mind was, if you hate this country so much, Mexico, and you hate the people of Mexico so much, why are you here? Why are you swimming in their pool, eating their food, enjoying their culture? Why? Let's see what else this Mexican gentleman has to say about MAGA visiting his country.
We already know that MAGA people hate Mexicans. We already know that you support Donald Trump, who is a really bad guy for Mexicans. They are putting our people in prisons. They are attacking our people. They are disappearing little children, separating families.
MAGA, what has this gentleman said that isn't true? Everything he said is factual. But yet, you want a vacation to Mexico. Drink your tequila, eat your burritos, enjoy their food, and enjoy their culture. My message and this gentleman's message to MAGA: stay the hell out of Mexico. Have a day.
Remember last time I was here at the Guadalajara International Airport and I told you that one of my many enjoyments was watching MAGAs have to wait in that long ass line to return to the US, and when they get to the front counter they're told that their immigration paperwork isn't in check, and then they're sent way down there to the immigration office to get that paperwork in check, and by this time their blood pressure is through the roof. Now, they're not concerned about the tax that they have to repay that they already paid, which is typically about 40 bucks, but they're more concerned about the crunch time, because if they don't have this paperwork in check, they're not boarding. Like always, since my flight is delayed 2 hours from Guadalajara, Jalisco to Las Vegas, Nevada, I thought I'd stand around and just fish, waiting for a MAGA to be sent down to the immigration office so you can see firsthand how upset they get when their white privilege here in Mexico is revoked. When it happens to Mexicanos who are traveling back to the US, it kind of sucks because they get caught up in the system. But when it happens to those peeps right there, it's kind of like,
oh yeah, what's up guys? I hope you're all doing good. In a surprising twist, some MAGA supporters who moved to Mexico are now feeling the heat as US immigration policies become more aggressive and deportation rises. Tensions are flaring south of the border. Many Mexicans are speaking out, frustrated by the irony of MAGA supporters who once backed tough immigration stances, now seeking refuge in their country. In this video, we are exploring the growing resentment among locals and the challenges MAGA Americans are facing in Mexico, from social rejection to rising pressure to return to the United States. What does this mean for US-Mexico relations? Is this poetic justice or political backlash? Watch the full story and share your thoughts in the comments. Let's get into it. I'll be back.
yup, you already know. I'm back at the Guadalajara International Airport, and it never surprises me. MAGAs who think their white privilege extends into Mexico. Well, guess what? It doesn't. Before Trump took office in his second term, the Mexican immigration system was very lax. They wouldn't check for your paper visas. If you wanted to leave the country, they wouldn't require it. But now, ever since Trump took office, back in January 2025, now it's mandatory. Now, you have La Guardia Nacional and even immigration agents who are actively checking for visas and paperwork, typically of American citizens. If you're a MAGA and you stand out because of your tattoos, because you pull out your phone and you got Fox News updates, or you have stickers on your luggages of USA flags, etc., you're gonna get singled out. It truly doesn't matter what your final destination is, because typically within domestic flights, you don't carry your paper visa. But nope, if you're a MAGA, you are getting stopped and you're getting checked. And if you don't have your paperwork in check, you're gonna go to the immigration office and pay an additional $40 tax. By this time, their blood pressure is through the roof. And that's only when they're flying solo. When they're flying with a family or 3 or 4, you can do the math. $120, $160. But the most important thing is they will lose their flight. Airline staff can't issue a boarding pass unless this paperwork is in check. It truly sounds very petty, and actually it is, but it's kind of like an eye for an eye when it comes to immigration. Not necessarily, but MAGAs, when you're in Mexico, you play by our rules. Saludos, mi gente.
Y'all, people that move abroad, I see them on here all the time saying, no, we're not colonizers. No, you're being mean because you're saying that we're acting a certain way. Well, I'm going to tell you, I live in Mexico most of the time, and I see it all the time. Like I see the shitfuckery often. In the latest episode of this, a man gets on our neighborhood group in Puerto Morelos and says, in a very cheerful manner, he wants to have a beach golf tournament in our little town. So they want to take up the whole beach, which is not that huge. Also, we live in a national park that is protected. Our beach is protected. Yes, the Mexicans have volleyball tournaments sometimes there. And sometimes at night, kids will play soccer on the beach just with each other or practice with their little team, okay? They're Mexicans. Mind you, all of the beaches in Mexico are public. We have pelicans and seagulls and kids and families eating, because it's hot in Mexico, and oftentimes in the evening people go eat. Our beach is a family beach, okay? And it's public, Mexican public. This guy got all butthurt when I'm like, no, fuck that, no. And then another girl that, she doesn't like me anyway, who's from the same state in the United States as me, was like, well, a lot of us like golf. Well, bitch, it's not your country and it's not your beach. And the audacity to think that hitting a very hard ball around sand on a beach full of children, elderly, whole families, because you like golf, when there are golf courses in Cancun, Playa del Carmen, there's a lot of golf courses in the Riviera Maya. Plenty to go to. Have it there. So anyway, this guy was just very self-righteous about the whole thing. So I went and looked at his account. Can you guess what his political affiliation is? Can you just guess? Yeah. Of course. MAGA. He's a number one fan of Joe Rogan, in fact. The way you can, just peg without even meeting someone by the way they are entitled to things is crazy to me. I knew it. Yeah. All of his posts on his Facebook page are UFC. The whole thing. Yeah. Buddy, if you see this, I'm not going to mention your name because I don't want to get in trouble with the tiki-taki. Just go back to where you're from. Get out. We don't need it. The environment, our beautiful beach, we have the second largest reef in the world where I live. And you want to make the beach golf course for you and your white friends. No, thank you. Just don't let the door hit you in your ass. I've said it before. I'm going to say it again, and I'll say it to your face. Our town is small. I'll probably meet you. I will say it to your face as well. Adios. No hasta luego, nada. See you. Goodbye. Oh, but you probably don't even try to speak Spanish. Anyway. Why do MAGAs always want to just dominate everything? Colonizer shit. I'm sorry. Also, excuse my face. I'm back in the States, and I am lupusing. Yeah, it's fun. Can't sleep because I'm itchy. It's great. I gotta get back to Mexico faster than September.
Oh yeah, you know these Americans, many of them of whom once championed border walls and crackdowns are now living in Mexico. Some moved for cheaper living, others to escape political and social tensions back home. But now the welcome mat is being pulled back.
So I'm on vacation in Cabo San Lucas. Anybody who follows me knows that I was here in September, so we come here a lot. We like it here. But I am a little disappointed this trip, only because there is a family of about 11 people. They're from Kentucky. Yeah, don't need to say much more than that, right? But anyway, they've been sitting next to us at the pool that we always frequent. And there's a son of one of the members that is in his 20s. He's in his 20s. But he's just like, oh yeah, you know, Nick Fuentes, Charlie Kirk, and da-da-da-da. It's just this MAGA bullshit all the time. And I'm thinking to myself, what? You don't want Mexican citizens to come into the United States, but yet you'll come here and you'll vacation? Now, that's one part of it, right? And then the more they drink, the meaner they get. So the Karens and the Kens start coming out. At one point, this lady that should not have been wearing a bikini, that was wearing a bikini, gets up, I guess, to go to the bathroom maybe, and the waiter is bringing her a drink. And she's like, just put it over there, right? And I'm like, what the hell? Who treats another person like that, right? Then a little bit later, her husband, who's been ordering food all day long, we're in an all-inclusive, so it's free, right? All out drinks and alcohol are free. And he's like, oh, my pizza's taking too long because they only have one oven and they're cooking for all these people over here. So you have to be over here and you have to be Asian to be able to get anything. I was like, oh my God. I mean, it is beyond me. And I cannot believe that people act like that. And you see it, and it's just like mind-blowing. I just don't get it. I really don't. And the biggest thing for me is, what's the attraction for you to come to Mexico if you don't want anyone of Mexican heritage to come into the United States? Make that make sense.
So there's a white woman's video who's gone viral talking about going to Mexico to get dental work.
So I just got the quote from the dentist in Mexico I've been looking to go see because, no offense to my current dentist in the United States, I love him. He does a really great job, and I wish I could go to him. I just can't afford dental care in the United States.
And while there were a ton of comments and people talking about the medical care system and kikiing with her in the comments, my spidey senses told me to dig a little deeper. And here's what I found.
What a beautiful morning. So grateful that Trump got in office. Life is going to be so much easier again.
Question: if it's so much easier, why can't you go to the dentist? Hold that thought.
Yes, I'm a woman for Trump. Guess what? There's like way more people in America that wanted Trump yesterday. So
Are you a Maga follower? Please do not come to Mexico. Do not come to Cancun. Do not come to Puerto Vallarta or Acapulco. Stay in the United States. Eat your Taco Bells. Eat your burritos. Eat your whatever you got back home. In Mexico, we already know that MAGA people hate Mexicans. We already know that you support Donald Trump, who is a really bad guy for Mexicans. They are putting our people in prisons. They are attacking our people. They are disappearing little children, separating families. We don't like MAGA people here in Mexico. And if you come, please do not bring your orange hat saying MAGA. Do not come with your shirt saying MAGA, because I've seen cases where MAGAs have been attacked by Mexicans in Cancun. At least they get knocked on their head, or at least they insult them, and we are right. We know you hate us in the United States, so why are you gonna come to Cancun with your offending us with your MAGA shirts or hats? Stay in the United States, you're better there. Why do you come to Cancun? Why do you come to Mexico? If you don't like us, stay there.
Oh yes, guys, in recent months, frustration has grown among Mexican citizens. Many are questioning why people who once supported anti-immigrant rhetoric in the United States are now choosing to live in Mexico, especially while U.S. deportations of Mexican nationals continue to rise under increasingly harsh policies. Yes, this feels very much hypocritical. Yeah, they didn't want us there, but now they want to live here. That is what the Mexicans are saying. If they supported deporting us, maybe they should go back too. Yeah. So guys, this sentiment is becoming more common, particularly in areas with a high number of American expats. The backlash is growing online, in local media, and even in face-to-face encounters. Yes, so many Maga supporters living in Mexico say they just wanted a better life, they wanted lower cost, they wanted slower pace, and also safety. But now some admit they are feeling tension over isolation. Yeah, for years, guys, they demanded tougher immigration policies back home. Now they are being reminded of those same politics on the receiving end. It's very much ironical. Yeah, so what's the irony and the backlash? Many Mexicans see the irony clearly. Yeah, Maga's message was loud and clear. America first, build the wall, deport them all. Now, when those same supporters move here expecting hospitality, it doesn't sit well with them. Yeah, so guys, they're saying that this is what happens when policy and politics become personal. You can't champion exclusion and then ask for inclusion somewhere else. And so what is next? As the deportation policies in the United States get tougher, pressure continues to build. Some people will fear this tension could spill over into more serious conflicts. Others believe it's time for a deeper conversation on both sides of the border about empathy, accountability, and what it really means to belong. Yes, so borders don't just divide land, they divide people, ideas, and lived experiences. And sometimes they come back to haunt the very people who once built them. You have heard what the last speaker has said, and he has said it very much clearly that they don't want Maga people in Mexico. We don't want you here. Stay in America. We don't want you here. So what do you think about Maga supporters now facing backlash in Mexico? Is it karma, consequence, or just human complexity? Let us know in the comments, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more stories you won't see on the mainstream. Guys, of course, all credit belongs to the original creators of the video. This video is meant for educational purposes, commentary purposes, and also entertainment purposes as well. Thank you so much. Have a nice time. Be blessed.